Sorry, I should have start the recording from the beginning. It's okay. It's not too late. As part of its global market strategy, Greenwood International Group operates two distinguished brands with two logos. The upper one which we know very well, and the one uh, at the bottom, which is HGW, standing for Health Greenwood. So the master brand, Greenwood, continues to serve its core markets in Africa, Eurasia, North America region, and China region. The one at the bottom, HGW, which is the newly launched logo, has been established to spearhead the group's expansion into the emerging markets of Latin America region, Southeast Asia region, and South Asia region. If you visit the exhibition hall in Nanjing Production Base, actually you're going to see both of the logos at the center of the entrance. To date, we have established a network of 4 international production bases situated in the USA, Canada, 2 in China, 1 in the north, which is Tianjin Production Base, where I come from, and Nanjing Production Base, the one of distributors visit during the China trip. Now, let me introduce them one by one. First, production base in USA. Actually, the R&D center in the USA was established in 1994, which was located in Michigan State, USA, and in 2024, when we celebrated the 30th anniversary of Greenwood, it was relocated to New Jersey State, which is closer to the port. Actually, New Jersey State is very close to the port with a free access of the shipment. And also, New Jersey is the center of the pharmaceutical industry in the US, with many facilities, the production facilities. The second one is Canada production base in 1997. Actually, Canada is established as the center and the blueberry plantation, and also with production facilities. So far, around 20 dietary supplements made in Canada production base have been granted the NPN number by Health Canada and are marketed in Canada and Latin America countries. Tianjin production base was established in 1997. This administrative building and workshop are built in Tianjin Airport, free trade zone. The production base is producing healthcare products in dosage form of capsules and tablets, as well as the skincare products. The Nanjing production base was established in the state standard agriculture high-tech park in Lishui district. Make sure that you're muted. Okay, now let's repeat the Nanjing production base. Nanjing production base is established in a state standard agriculture high-tech park in Lishui district of Nanjing, Jiangsu province of China. Each year of distributors who win the China trip visit Nanjing production base. Since its establishment in 2016, the China Nanjing production base has been supplying a diverse range of products to its overseas branches. The products portfolio encompasses food, beverage, wine, liquor, beer, capsules, tablets, tea, herbal tea, functional coffee, and various powdered goods. For example, like the blueberry super nutrition, the blueberry juice, high VC, clear Changjing solid beverages. All these products in powder form are produced in Nanjing production base. The facility spans approximately 400,000 square meters, with two-thirds dedicated to farming and one-third to manufacturing. The base features five primary buildings, a marketing center, a GMP workshop, an R&D and quality control center, an administrative center, and a combined logistic and exhibition center. So to date, Greenwood boasts 13 13 product lines, including the dietary supplement, herbal remedies, in capsule form, herbal tea, blueberry series, skincare, personal care, home appliance, health appliance, tourmaline series, wine, liquor, and beer, food, beverages, and organic fertilizers. Greenwood International Group is dedicated to providing high-quality products to consumers worldwide. Of compliance is demonstrated through the comprehensive certifications, including a business license, quality management system certificate, production for export certificate, food production license, and color certification, guaranteeing that all the food and supplement products meet the dietary requirements of Muslim consumers. Greenwood's operational excellence is confirmed by key international certification. An SGS certificate of verification ensures compliance with the regulatory of every country where it operates, even in the destination countries where our products are. Additionally, its HACCP, standing for the Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point certificate, demonstrate a proactive management system that identifies and controls potential hazard. Make sure that your mobile phone is muted. Okay, otherwise people hear the echo. Okay, now we're talking about the HACCP certificate. So HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point. This is a certificate demonstrating a proactive management system that we identify and control the potential hazard throughout procurement, production, and distribution, ensuring every process meets the highest international standards. In the US market, the Greenwood USA branch is fully registered with the FDA. Its entire production ranges, including the dietary supplement, tourmaline products, herbal teas, coffee, and other herbal and beauty items, is formally listed with the agency. Greenwood's 32-year history is testament to its resilience and strategic global expansion. Of journey marketed by significant milestone began in the USA in 1994 and quickly accelerated internationally. We have some milestone events in 1997. Built the Tianjin production base in China. 2003, we entered the first overseas market in Indonesia. 2006, we launched the Eurasia region with the Kazakhstan branch. 2007, we established the Africa region from South Africa. In 2012, we expanded the business into North America with the Canada branch. Despite the 2020 pandemic, we opened 13 branches in Latin America region. From 2023, we have accelerated our growth across the French-speaking Africa. Actually, this trip, I learned a word, the Francophone. They call it the Francophone countries in West Africa. And we now maintain a network of 35 branches across Africa. In Eurasia region, we have 10 branches. In Latin America region, 13 countries with of business. In North America region, 5 countries. In China, Southeast Asia, and South Asia region, there are 6 countries. So altogether, Greenwood is, operating in 69 countries. Now, in Africa region, we have covered 35 countries. In Southern Africa region, we have the business spreading to South Africa, Angola, Mozambique, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Madagascar, and Namibia. In Eastern Africa region, the business spread to Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, Tanzania, and Rwanda. In Western and Central Africa region, the business has been established in Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Guinea, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, Liberia, Niger, Mauritania, Cameroon, Chad, DRC, Kinshasa, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon. Since this business is spread to Egypt and Sudan, actually we are expanding to North Africa region, and I know that actually now Mr. Bruce Hong is in Somali. So very soon, there are going to be another new branch offices in Somali. Okay, let's take a look at the branch offices of Greenwood International. In Eurasia region, the headquarters is located in Moscow, Russia. Eurasia region is under the leadership of Mr. Chen Yanguo, Vice President of Greenwood and President of Eurasia region. So these are the Ukraine branch and Moldova branch in Czech Republic, Macedonia, and Poland. And this is the branch offices in Central Asia, in Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. Now, this is what you see is the branch office in Indonesia and Myanmar, East Asia, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. In 2020, while the whole world was grappling with the pandemic, Greenwood strategically expanded into the new Latin American market under the leadership of Mr. Peter Lee, Vice President of Greenwood and President of Latin American region. In merely 4 years, 13 branch offices were established in Latin American region. So what you see here is the Ecuador branch and Bolivia branch offices in Colombia and Mexico, in Chile and Peru, Salvador, and Spain. In the same time, USA branch was officially launched together with Canada branch. North America region is in full operation with offices in USA, Canada, Barbados, Jamaica, and Guyana. Since its initial market exploration in 2007, the Africa region has become a cornerstone of Greenwood's global success. Under the leadership of Mr. David L. John, Vice President of Greenwood and President of Africa region, it has grown to be the company's highest performing market in sales volume. The regional headquarters in Johannesburg, South Africa, oversees a strategic network of 3 branch offices located in Johannesburg, Durban, and Cape Town, leveraging South Africa's position as the continent's largest economy. From South Africa, the business soon expanded to neighboring countries. Branch offices were built in Zimbabwe, Uganda, and Kenya. Branch offices in Namibia, Mozambique, Zambia, and Angola. Branch offices in Madagascar, Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, Lagos. In 2021, Sudan branch was established in Africa region. In 2023, Egypt branch began operation. This marks the launching of the market in North Africa. From 2023 to 2024, under the leadership of General Manager Mr. Bruce Huang, um, GM of South Africa, Cape Town, and also the Francophone countries in West and Central Africa will open up successively, including Benin branch, Burkina Faso, Congo, Brazzaville, Congo Kinshasa, Mali, and Senegal. Also, over the past 2 years, we have established the new branch offices in Sierra Leone, Togo, Niger, Mauritania, South Sudan, and Chad. And also, Côte d'Ivoire is a branch. It's not new. We already have a very good business in Côte d'Ivoire. Greenworth's robust R&D capabilities are fueled by its close collaboration with renowned research institutes. Greenwood International Group fosters strategic cooperative partnership in both North America and China. In July 2024, the group facilitated a visit for its top global distributors to its North American partner, the Edward V. Lippmann Laboratory at Rutgers University's P.E. Marusi Center in New Jersey. Faculty from the institution delivered a comprehensive presentation to the distributors covering the history of the North America blueberry cultivation, advanced growing techniques, and integrated pest and disease control and management. So this is the photos we took during the visit in the laboratory. In October 2024, one of the professor, Dr. Caesar, was invited by Dr. Deming Li to visit China and participated in the 2024 China-US Academic Exchanges Symposium on Blueberry Cultivation. We can see that, this meeting was also attended by local officials, government officials, and also the expert in this field, in the plantation of the blueberry, and some of the entrepreneurs from multiple companies. So they exchanged the ideas of the how to plant the blueberry, the pest and disease control, the varieties, even the marketing of blueberry and the blueberry products. So actually, I'm very honored to be the MC of the meeting. Now the next one is in January 2025, marks the start of a significant partnership between Greenwood and Nanjing Agriculture University, the Life Science College. Actually, we visit that places twice. Dr. Debbie Lee led her R&D team to pay a visit in Nanjing Agriculture University. So the two parties signed an agreement on the study of blueberry anthocyanins' impact on human cells and DNA expression, providing the scientific evidence for their health-promoting effects. So the photos you see, especially this one, Dr. Deming Li is presenting the samples of the blueberry this is a Mr. Zhao, the head or the principals of the College of Life Science at the Nanjing Agriculture University. In January, also this is in January 2025, Greenwood and Nanjing Agriculture University signed a scientific research cooperative agreement. The two parties plan to establish a coffee seedling coffee seed station in Uganda, aiming to screen and cultivate the high-yield coffee varieties that can adapt to local growing conditions, thereby promoting the development of local coffee industry. And also, we import the coffee from Uganda. Now, you can see that we have five functional coffees, variety functional coffees, the blueberry coffee, Ganoderma coffee, coffee for women, coffee for men. And recently we introduced a very new coffee variety, which is the slimming coffee. It's a very nice one. In okay, uh, actually this is when Dr. Deming Lee was appointed as an off-campus cooperative supervisor for its professional degree graduate students. Okay, let me explain what does this mean. It means that Dr. Deming Lee is the mentor of the some of the graduate students who are doing the study and research in the Life Science College in Nanjing Agricultural University. In November 2023, Dr. Demi Lee and her dedication, together with Mr. David L. Zhang, Madam Jenna Lee, Professor Zhang, you see, and the GM of Uganda office, uh, Mr. Asakran. They visit her honorary Robina Nabenja, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, at the Uganda Prime Minister office. During the meeting, Mr. David Zhang expressed the group's intention to invest in a project such as the construction of an organic fertilizer plant in Uganda. The Prime Minister warmly welcomed Greenwood's investment and promptly arranged relevant officials from the Investment Bureau and the Ministry of Trade to be present on site to provide further assistance and support to Greenwood. In October 2024, the special envoy of the President of Uganda visits China, initiating strategic discussions between Greenwood International Group and the Uganda government. The engagement leads to the signing of a letter of intent in February 2025 to collaborate on modern agriculture circular industry park located in Lukaya. The park is planned to span 120 acres. Greenwood is committed to leverage innovative technologies and circular economy principles to achieve comprehensive reuse of agriculture and forestry waste. Actually, we use the agriculture and forest waste to produce the organic fertilizer. In December 2024, the China-Uganda Sericulture Demonstration and Extension Center established under the Greenwood International Uganda Modern Agriculture Cooperation Park project. When I present this, a lot of distributors ask me, what does this sericulture mean? Okay, sericulture is a science that, we teach the local farmers to breed the silkworm. Do you know how the silk is produced? Actually, silk is produced by a kind of worm. This is kind of insect or bug. It is called the silkworm. So, the local farmers breed the silkworm and then produce the silk. We import the silk to produce the very expensive textile materials in the world, which is the silk, and produce the silk clothes. In April, let me see, in April 2025, Mr. David L. Zhang presented the company at the unveiling ceremony of Greenwood International Uganda Modern Agriculture Corporation Park. This meeting was held with the Uganda government. So this event marked the official launch of a new platform for agriculture cooperation in Uganda. In July 2025, Dr. Demi Lee and her delegation visit the present, sorry, presidential palace of Uganda and met with Her Excellency, uh, the First Lady of Uganda, who is also the Minister of Education and Sports. So during the meeting, Dr. Demili expressed a firm commitment to actively promoting the sustainable agricultural development in Africa. Mr. David L. Jones stated that the group would dedicate itself to contributing to the development of Uganda and Africa as a whole through the long-term cooperation with the Uganda government. So the First Lady of Uganda emphasized that the Uganda government highly values collaboration with the business sector and looks forward to enhancing the the competitiveness and sustainable development of its agriculture industry through the introduction of the advanced technology and industrial upgrading. During their visit to Uganda, the top executive team of Greenworks International Group, along with the delegation from the Jiangsu Academy of Agriculture Science and Nanjing Agriculture University, visits the renowned University of Uganda, the Makerere University, and signed a memorandum of strategic cooperation. With the assistance of Dr. Deming Lee and the dedication from Greenworks International Group, the National Agriculture Research Organization of Uganda, and the Jiangsu, sorry, please make sure that you're muted. And another university, which is the Jiangsu Academy of Agriculture Science, formally signed a memorandum of understanding to jointly establish the China-Uganda laboratory for sustainable, efficient, and high-quality tea production. So it's going to boost the tea industry of Uganda. So, okay, I'll add a few words. Very soon, this year, I think it's going to be in August. We're going to have international seminar in the organic fertilizer in Uganda. And this meeting, we have already invited Professor Shen Qirong, which is this gentleman, the top scientist in China, the academician, and also the main brain behind of organic fertilizer. Together with the professors from USA and also from Nanjing Agriculture University and some other, well-known universities in China. So soon, once it is settled, we are going to send you the updated information of this seminar. So to protect the ecological environment and enhance the food security, Greenworld International Group has collaborated with China's leading expert in soil microbiology and organic fertilizer research, academician Shen Qirong of the Chinese Academy of Engineering. Excuse me, to successfully develop an amino acid-based liquid foliar fertilizers, the NOPF, which has been widely welcomed by farmers across Africa, Latin America, and Asia. Currently, the development of a new solid fertilizer, biotrichoderma fertilizer, is also actively underway. And also, of fertilizer, the NOPF has been already officially registered in 13 countries in Africa. This time when I visit the West Africa, actually, I got another 2 new certificates from Ghana and Angola. So into the joint efforts of all the regions and the head offices, more people benefit from Greenworks. Their health conditions and financial situations are both improved. Some elite distributors have achieved financial freedom and made their dreams come true through the business opportunity. Except for 2020 and 2021, due to the social distancing and lockdown, when large-scale get-together canceled each year, award conference or ceremonies were held at branch office levels. What you see here are the photos of annual meetings held in South Africa, in Kenya, in Uganda, Angola, Madagascar, and Malawi. In 2024, we held the grand 30th anniversary of founding of Greenwood in China. More than 800 overseas distributors, including the Diamond Club members, high-rank leaders, car winners, and international trip qualifiers, attended the ceremony. Another 30th anniversary ceremony was held in New Jersey of USA to celebrate the relocation of the American production base and the branch office. So this is the photos of the, the celebration in USA. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me continue with the sharing. Okay, these are the annual meetings held in Eurasia region. November witnessed the fourth anniversary gala dinner in Colombia. And also the fourth anniversary ceremony for Colombia, and the fifth anniversary ceremony and the gala dinner in Bolivia. Now, these are the photos from the newly conducted 31st anniversary celebration and gala dinner held in Nanjing, China. The celebration was attended by 7,000 distributors from across China and around the world, with 2,000 selected guests presented at the gala dinner. Distributors are honored with a range of awards at these conferences, including international trips, the Small Car Awards, the Famous Branded Car Awards, the Villa Awards, and the House Fund Awards. Qualifiers for the international trip have explored destinations across the globe, from China to Dubai to South Africa, France, Russia, and the USA. Some elite leaders qualified for the International Getaway Awards. They traveled to well-known places of interest. They enjoyed the unique tropical sceneries and culture in Bali, Indonesia. They cruised in luxury boats in Volga River of Russia. They enjoyed the camel riding in desert in Dubai and the sunbaths in the warm sunshine of Bangkok. They hugged the penguins in South Africa and watched the wild animals migration in savanna of the Great Rift Valley in Eastern Africa. So distributors have been traveling the world, making friends, exchanging culture, and learning from each other through the China trip and international trips. Except for international trip, outstanding distributors also are given Business Car Award, Famous Branded Car Award, and Villa Fund Award. What you see are the photos of the 2020-2012 Car Award ceremony held at Nigeria National Theatre in Lagos. At this ceremony, 364 distributors won Small Car Award, 8 distributors won Luxury Car Award, and 4 distributors won Villa Fund Award. In 2013, the annual Car Awards ceremony was held at Abuja International Conference Center. At this ceremony, 258 distributors won the Small Car Award, 10 distributors won Luxury Car Award, and 5 distributors won Villa Fund Award. This is the car ceremony held at the Culture Center complex of Calabar, Nigeria. At the ceremony, 230 winners were presented with Small Car Awards, 10 with Luxury Car Award, and 6 with Villa Fund Award. So working hard, I need to mention this. Working hard for 1 year and meeting the corresponding qualifications. This is the car award held in Indonesia. and also the South Africa, and this is the one held in yeah, this is the top one is the car ceremony held in South Africa, and the bottom one is the car ceremony held in Indonesia. And also you can see that, this is a car award ceremony held in Cote d'Ivoire, Mozambique, in Malawi, Durban. Sorry, what's going on here? Sorry, I'm sorry for this. Let me continue of sharing. One. Sorry for this. Okay, now this is the Malawi, and also this is the 10th founding anniversary of South Africa. So you can see those are I select the very well memorized the car ceremonies held in different places. So working hard for 1 year, and meeting the corresponding qualifications, actually till the end of 2025, 4,698 distributors have qualified for Business Car Awards. That is to say, 157 distributors have qualified for this award every year. And 94 distributors have qualified the Luxury Car Award in the past 31 years. So actually, because the data was finalized by the end of year 2025. So in the past 31 years, 52 qualifiers have been given the Villa Fund Awards. What you have seen here is, this is the checks issued as a fund for the Villa Award, which is so far the higher level of award to elite leaders. So with this fund, some top leaders have purchased or built their dream houses in decent areas in the cities or in their hometown. During the Friday empowerment online Zoom meeting, actually, if you pay attention, many leaders have shared that, due to the either the Relief Fund Award or the bonuses they collected from the Green Awards, they have already updated their houses and, improved the quality of life dramatically. So, they already, through this business, helped a lot of people to improve their life and achieve the financial freedom. So being a Greenwood distributor represents a journey that extends beyond the generating monthly income or moving products. It is about creating meaningful impact by reaching out to help as many individuals as possible, by realizing your own aspirations, and by inspiring and empowering others to achieve theirs as well. So through Greenwood, we hope you will build a life abundant in health, wealth, and enduring prosperity. As we look ahead, let's join hands to make 2026 a year of meaningful achievement and shared fulfillment. So together we grow, and together we thrive. Just like of motto has, saying, we share, we care. We care, we share. So actually, this is a wonderful business opportunity for all of you. If you are existing distributors, so this is a new year. We're still in February, the beginning of the year. So carefully plan for this year, and see how many people we can help around us. So if you're new in this business, if you're not yet a member, so after listening to this presentation, you know what Greenwood is about, and you know what we can provide to you. We provide you the high quality product and a wonderful business opportunity through which you can change your life. So don't hesitate. talk to those people, talk to the one who introduced you into this business and see, how you're going to incorporate as the member of this big family. You're going to be introduced, how to go to China trip, how to enjoy the China trip, how to qualify for the car award, and how to climb up, the ladders of the career in Greenwood. So with this wonderful business opportunity, you can change your life as well as your, family members, and also many people around you. So, let's work together. This is a very good beginning of the year for us to, join hands to move forward. So the next one, I'm going to let me see whether we have any comments and questions before I proceed to the health topics. Oh, share this presentation. Definitely. I'm going to share this in this platform, and also I'm going to send it to Mr. Puttiman, who's going to share it with you in your WhatsApp group. So, after this, I'm going to proceed with two health topics. One is actually, this is a two problems of joint. One is gout, the other is osteoporosis, the problems of bone and joint. So I'm going to begin with the gout. Let me start. Let me try to find the gout. We are done with this. Now let's go to the gout. Okay. Well, gout is the most painful joint problem, for sure. I think we have presented two joint problems. One is osteoporosis, and the other one is the rheumatoid arthritis. And then this is the third one. This is a very painful joint problems. So when we think of joint pain, arthritis often comes to mind. So we talked about the rheumatoid arthritis and also the osteoarthritis. So today I want to introduce a different idea that sudden, excruciating pain in your big toe or other joints might not be just a local issue. It could be a critical alarm bell ringing from your entire metabolic system. So actually, once somebody start having gout, yes, definitely it means that you have a joint problem. But also you should understand, gout is not only a joint problem, but this is systematic disease, in your body. This is one part of metabolic syndrome. So gout is far more than a simple joint disease. It's a visible warning sign of underlying metabolic disturbance happening throughout your body. Thinking of it as your body's dashboard lighting up, signaling that internal balances related to uric acid, blood sugar, and fat are off. So actually, it means that, you could start having the metabolic syndrome, that your blood sugar, your blood lipid, and the blood uric acid are all, gone up. God has a long and storied past. As early as 1500 BC, ancient Egyptians, or BC means today is now is 2024. BC means this is at least 3,100 years ago. So the ancient Egyptian scrolls documented severe pain in the big toe, earning gout nicknames like the diseases of pharaohs. Pharaohs is their king, or the king's disease. The Greek physician Hippocrates named it podagra, meaning foot trap. By the 13th century, the Latin word Gouta, meaning a drop, evolved into the English gout, based on the old belief that corrupted bodily humors dripped like poison into the joint. A major leap came in 1892 when Dr. Alexandra Haig linked high uric acid not just to gout but to dozens of other conditions like heart disease. Well, his theory was ahead of its time. Modern science confirms his core insight. Today we see gout not as a rich man's ailment, but as a tip of the iceberg for broader metabolic health issues, transforming it from a joint problem into a crucial systemic alarm. So from today on, when we talk about gout, you should understand that it is not only a joint problem, but it is, a diseases linked to many other, systemic and metabolic syndromes. So histories, who is whom, provides powerful testimony to Gaut's reach. Figures from military leaders like Alexander the Great to the genius like Isaac Newton and Leonardo da Vinci suffered from gout. So this list shows gout was never confined to one class. It affected empresses, explorers, artists, and scientists alike. For centuries, it was seen predominantly as a man's disease. Modern medicine explains this through the protective role of estrogen in premenstrual women. But after menopause, as the estrogen levels going down, women's risk of gout rises significantly, catching up to men's. So that is to say when we are young, women are protected by estrogen. So we have very less percentage of gout. So actually, the ratio between women and men is 1 to 7 when we're young. But the point is, after the menopause, we have equal risk uh, potentials of having gout than men. So what causes this pain? What causes the gout? It all centers on uric acid. Uric acid is the final waste product from breaking down purines. Where, where do purines come from? About 70 to 80% are produced naturally inside your body from the normal turnover and breakdown of your own cell's DNA. The remaining 20 to 30% come from the food we eat. The liver processes these purines, and a key enzyme called xycin oxidase helps convert them into uric acid. We produce about 600 to 750 milligrams of uric acid daily. To stay balanced, we must excrete it. So 70% through the kidney in urine and 30% through the intestines. Gout happens when this balance is lost. Either too much is produced or, more commonly, not enough is excreted. So think of it like a bathtub. So if the faucet represents the production, is too strong, or the drain means the excretion, is clogged, the tap overflows, causing high uric acid in the blood or hyperuricemia. It means that you have too much uric acid in your blood. Okay, let me do a screenshot. Then I'm going to proceed. Sorry, just one moment. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your patience. So how do we measure this overflow? We use blood test. For adult men, the typical reference range is about 208 to 416 micromoles per liter. For Premenopausal women, it is slightly lower, from 149 to 358. After menopause, women's range approaches that of men. The official diagnostic threshold for hyperuricemia, meaning high uric acid in the blood, is above 420 for men and above 360 for premenopausal women, based on two separate tests. Now, having high uric acid doesn't automatically mean you have gout. The absolute gold standard for diagnosing gout is finding the actual culprit crystals. So this is done by taking fluid from a painful joint and looking under a special microscope to see the needle-like uric crystals, the uric acid crystals. That is a definite diagnose. So actually, how to diagnose the high uric acid levels? First, you're going to have a blood test. That's for sure. So when your uric acid in your blood is higher, then secondly, the doctor will give you they will insert a needle in your painful joint and get some of the fluid out and put it under the microscope to see whether they can see the uric acid crystals. So if they can see the uric acid crystals, it suggests the diagnosis of the gout. So let's go to the next one. As the acute gout attack is unmistakable, sudden severe pain, often in the big toe joint, which becomes red, hot, swollen, and too painful to touch or move. So this intense phase usually peaks within a day and it can resolve on its own in days or weeks, leading people to think it's gone. But if high uric acid levels persist uncontrollable, the disease progresses. Repeated attacks can become more frequent, and uric acid crystals start to accumulate permanently, forming the lumps called tophi. So now what you see in these pictures, actually this is the lumps. This lump is called tophi, in the knuckles, even around the edge of your ears, the fingers, the toes, and even in the feet. And sometimes it can also accumulate it in your elbows and the knees. And they are there permanently, forming lumps called toffee. So you can see toffee on those joints. When you feel it, when you touch it, they can be soft, or sometimes they can be as hard as a rock. And if they break open, because when they become very big, it can break the skin open. And when they break open, a chalky white paste, the uric acid crystals can come out. So this chronic stage leads to joint damage, deformity, constant stiffness, and skin problems, turning an intermittent pain into a permanent disability. So this is a very painful and very troublesome diseases. Move it here. Here's a silent danger. Asymptomatic hyperuricemia means that you have high uric acid levels. It is above the normal range. Typically it's over 420 millimole for men and 360 millimole for women. But you don't experience any clinical symptoms such as the gouty arthritis or uric acid kidney stones. You don't feel the pain. You never had a painful gout attack. You feel perfectly fine. So it is like having a metabolic smoldering fire with no smoke, but the damage is happening quietly. So this high uric acid can slowly injure your kidney tissues, damage the blood vessel linings, promote insulin resistance, and disrupt your metabolism. It is a proven independent risk factor for future diabetes and cardiovascular problems. Think of it this way. High uric acid is a gunpowder, and a gout attack is the explosion. You can have gunpowder without an explosion, but you can't have an explosion without gunpowder. Our goal is to safely manage and reduce that gunpowder to protect your long-term health. The damage from high uric acid extends far beyond the joint through, chronic low-grade inflammation. When uric acid levels are high, it can activate the body's innate immune system. A key sensor called, you don't have to remember this, MLRP3, inflammation. So leading to the continuous release of pro-inflammatory factors like the IL-1 beta and TNF alpha. So this causes a chronic low-grade inflammatory state, directly damaging muscular endothelial cells and tissue cells. Okay, let me use a very simple sentence to describe this situation. So when you have high uric acid, no matter you have gout flare up or not, you have the pain or not. Anyway, this uric acid is a poison. It stimulates your immune system to produce more poisonous immune factors. And all this causes the chronic inflammation in your whole body, not only in your joint, but in your blood vessels, in your kidneys, and in even in the cells and the tissues. Also, this chronic inflammation is a key player in how uric acid disrupts the metabolism and fuel the type 2 diabetes. Uric acid interferes directly with the insulin signaling pathway inside fat cells, liver cells, and muscle cells. It essentially jams the signal, making these cells resistant to insulin. Furthermore, it triggers inflammation, specifically in fat tissue, making the problem worse. This significant worsening of insulin resistance is a major step toward diabetes. You can think of uric acid levels as a traffic signal at a crucial metabolic crossroads. High uric acid acts like a red light, signaling your body to store fat and become insulin resistant. Okay, also I want to make it simple. Already, if you have high blood sugar, then you develop insulin resistance. It means that, when you eat the high carbohydrate food, when your pancreas produces the insulin, but the insulin receptors on the surface of your cells are not responding to the insulin. They don't listen to it, so they ignore the insulin and not allow the glucose enter the cells to be used as a fuel. So your blood sugar level continuously high, and then your cells are starving for the fuels and energies. So in the long run, we start developing type 2 diabetes. So this is one, sector, one aspects of the type 2 diabetes. But when you have the high uric acid, it, even make the whole things worse. Make your body to produce more insulin, but make the, insulin receptors ignore more to these signals. So actually, even in the fat tissues, it makes the fat tissues constantly produce the estrogens and other, hormones, but not listening to the insulin. So, it make the type 2 diabetes even worse. So it accelerates the progression of the type 2 diabetes. So you see the uric acid levels actually, if you have somebody has the high uric acid levels. So let me put it this way, if you have a customer who has gout or high uric acid levels, definitely you need to ask him or her to have a checkup of the blood sugar level. Very possibly the same person has the type 2 diabetes. The damage to blood vessels is direct and serious. High uric acid promotes oxidative stress. generating harmful molecules that damage the endothelium, the smooth inner lining of your arteries. It also suppresses the production of nitric oxide, a vital molecule that help blood vessels relax and stay flexible. The combined effect is stiff, dysfunctional blood vessels, increased blood pressure, and accelerate buildup of plaque. This condition, I think, is very familiar to us. It is called atherosclerosis. And this dramatically raise the risk for hypertension, coronary heart disease, heart attack, and strokes. Studies also show that men with high uric acid have a significantly higher risk. Some research suggests between 31% to 59% higher of erectile dysfunction, as both conditions share the same root cause, endothelial damage and impaired blood flow. So, that is why when you realize that some men start having erectile dysfunction, so before you start recommending the Vig Power capsule, the first thing you got to do is ask him to have a checkup of his blood sugar level and the blood lipid level and also the blood uric acid level. So if, this man has the elevated blood sugar, blood uric acid, and also blood lipid, treat the root cause. Otherwise, when the blood vessels are damaged, even if you give the Vig Power, it won't create the desired result that you want. So treat the root cause, make the blood sugar, uric acid level, and the blood lipid level controlled. After that, you recommend the Vig Power or the cordyceps, or even the ginkgo biloba capsules. Okay, so the kidneys are on the front line. Uric crystals can deposit directly in kidney tissue, causing inflammation and scarring. High uric acid also activate harmful pathways that lead to kidney blood vessel damage and fibrosis, creating a vicious cycle of declining function. The gut is another key battlefield. High uric acid levels negatively alter the composition of your gut bacteria, shifting the balance towards more inflammatory species. It can also damage the intestinal lining itself, leading to leaky gut syndrome, which allows more inflammation to spread throughout the body. This gut kidney axis is a crucial area in understanding the full systemic impact of gout. So now you understand gout is far beyond a joint problem. So actually, it almost affects every part of your body, your heart, your kidney, your liver, and also your gut, and even your fat tissues and your immune system. All these links bring us to a central modern concept, metabolic syndrome. This isn't one disease, but a cluster of 5 conditions that together greatly increase your risk for heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. You're diagnosed if you have at least 3 of these. Number 1, abdominal obesity, or you have a large waist. 2, high triglyceride. Number 3, low good HDL cholesterol. 4, high blood pressure. And 5, high fasting blood sugar. Notice that high uric acid is not officially on this 2009 list. However, because the connection is so strong, it's often called the 6th component of metabolic syndrome. In research and advanced clinics, doctors now use combined ratios like uric acid to to HDL cholesterol to get a better picture of a person's true metabolic link. So actually now, I want to tell you that metabolic syndrome has 6 different, how to say, indicators. high blood sugar, high blood pressure, low HDL, well, triglyceride, high glyceride, low HDL, and number one, uh, obesity or abdominal obesity. Okay, triglyceride, uh, HDL, low HDL, blood sugar level, high blood sugar level, high blood pressure level, and now high blood uric acid level. 6 different indicators. So if you have more than 3 of them, it means that you have metabolic syndrome. So once you have metabolic syndrome, what you can do is lose weight and also use of products to get all these indicators controlled. So let's get practical. What in of daily lives act as uric acid bomb? Our least common triggers. The more yes answers for you, the higher your risk. So do you drink fruit juice or sugary sodas and sport drinks? Do you eat a lot of sweets or baked goods, pastries, biscuits, cakes? Uh, do you use high fructose sweeteners? Do you drink the high fructose sweeteners? Do you drink any beverages or eat food that with the sweeteners? Do you drink beer or spirits? Do you eat organ meat like liver or kidney? Do you eat red meat or processed meat like bacon more than 3 times a week? Do you enjoy certain high purine seafood like sardines or scallops? Are you on medications like diuretics, low-dose aspirin, or certain immunosuppressant? Do you have conditions like hypothyroidism, psoriasis, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or are you overweight? Each yes adds fuel to the metabolic fire. So, how can we help? Let's look at nutritional support, starting with Greenwood's blueberry juice, combined with blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, and blackberry, along with cherries, are rich in anthocyanins and ellagic acid. So these are powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds that can help counteract the oxidative stress and chronic inflammation driven by high uric acid. The vitamin C in this fruit plays a direct role by helping the kidneys excrete more uric acid. Furthermore, these fruits are naturally low in purines, so they don't add to your uric acid product burden. Another interesting nutritional approach is Greenwood Chitosan capsule. Derived from the shellfish, is a unique, positively charged dietary fiber. When you take it, it passes into your intestines. There, its positive charge allows it to bind to and absorb uric acid molecules that have been excreted into the gut. By trapping this uric acid, it interferes with the enterohepatic circulation. This is a cycle where some uric acid is reabsorbed back into the blood. This helps increase the net amount of uric acid leaving your body through your stool. Importantly, research suggests it does this selectively without significant interfering with the absorption of essential minerals. It's a gut-focused supportive mechanism. Let's take a look at this, the bone care plaster. Greenwood, bone care plus, this is very good paste for joint health, especially for joint pain. For managing the pain of acute flare or chronic joint discomfort, topical solutions can be very helpful. Greenwood Bone Care Plaster is designed for local external relief. It can help soothe the symptoms of red, hot, swollen, and painful joint, improving comfort during a flare-up. You use it by cleaning the skin, removing the backing and applying it directly over the painful joint. Each patch can be worn for 2 to 3 days, and it's recommended to wait 4 to 6 hours between changing patches to give your skin a break. Uh, the cornerstone of managing gout and high uric acid will always be lifestyle. This is your most powerful tool. Key actions include limiting alcohol, especially beer and spirits, reducing intake of high purine food like red meat, organ meat, and certain seafood. Crucially, avoid fructose sweetened drinks and limit added sugars. Drink plenty of water. Aim for over 2 liters daily to help your kidneys flush out uric acid. Work on achieving and maintaining a healthy weight through a balanced diet and a regular, moderate exercise. However, avoid sudden, intense workouts that can trigger an attack. So, in conclusion, we managing the uric acid is not just about preventing painful toe attacks. It's about safeguarding your entire metabolic health, your blood vessels, your heart, your insulin sensitivity, and especially your kidneys. By understanding gout as a system, it is systemic alarm, making informed lifestyle choices and using the supportive strategies wisely. You take control, so this is about uh, gout. Now let me see whether we have any questions concerning the gout. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Gout is a lifestyle disease, just like type 2 diabetes. The high blood lipid levels, they are all lifestyle disease. So actually, uh, yeah, it has been recorded in ancient time. Why is gout associated with red meat? Oh, because of the purine. We said that, of body produce 70 to 80% of purines, because after you break down the DNA, this is a long story, of cells get aged and they die. So our body recycle of cells and make use of the nutrients, but eliminate, excrete the waste. So during the whole process, after we break down the cells and DNA, we produce 70 to 80% of the uric acid. Uh, then, this is, we cannot avoid this. This is, every day's, biochemical process in our body. And also 20 to 30% of the uric acid we get from our food, from our diet. From what kind of food? High purine diet. What are the high purine diet? Including seafood, uh, especially the shellfish, also the red meat, the beef, mutton, and also the pork, and also, the organ meat. Like, in some countries, people eat organ meat, like the liver, the kidney, or even sometimes the heart. In China, we Chinese people eat this. Okay, and also, it is a bit high in mushroom. So, don't overeat mushrooms. Oh, yes, 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 that's correct. Okay, scanning machinery, but how will gout be recognized? Metabolic syndrome, you know, um, but the diagnosis of gout, you must get it from doctor. Let's say do a blood test to see how high the uric acid is. And after that, the doctor will take some of the fluid from your joint, painful joint, and put it under the microscope to see whether they can see the acid crystals. So this supports the official diagnosis. How do you use the paste the bone plaster if the affected area is on the hand? Okay, and this is a simple. You cut it into small pieces. I also do this uh for my distributors and the customers who have the rheumatoid arthritis, because normally rheumatoid arthritis begin from the finger, from the knuckles. You just cut it into small pieces and paste on your fingers. These three products can heal gout. I'm so sorry. We are selling the dietary supplement. We're not selling medicines. Even there's no medicines can completely heal gout. So let's not use this word. As a professional health consultant of Greenworld, what we can do is we recommend the products to alleviate the signs and symptoms, and also to bring down, remove some of the root cause. So we don't tell of clients or distributors or of customers that we give you the products to heal you. Uh, the severe kidney pain associated with gout, kidney pain could be a signs and symptoms of kidney stone. The different type of kidney stones. Some kidney stones is formed through the calcium phosphate through the calcium metabolism, and some is from the cholesterol. And yes, some of the kidney stones originated from high uric acid. So, it perhaps associated with gout, but not necessary. How do you see a symptomatic gout from your body analyzer? You go for blood test. I might be asking about different matter. Kindly address cramps. Cramps. How do we deal with cramps? Okay, cramps can be caused by different reasons, especially if you have cramps on the calf, on your leg. It could be a signs of symptoms of lack of calcium deficiency, especially when you're above 40 years, you're women, or you're after menopause, or especially you're pregnant women or lactating mothers. Then 90% this cramps is caused by calcium deficiency. Then you go for calcium products. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm going to share the slideshow about the osteoporosis. Okay, I think we have enough questions for the gout. Now let's go to the osteoporosis. Now we come to one of the most common bone conditions. This is not a joint, but a bone condition. So what is osteoporosis? Osteoporosis is a condition in which the bones become weak and brittle, so brittle that a fall or even mild stresses, such as bending over or coughing, can cause a break. Osteoporosis-related breaks mostly commonly occur in the hip, wrist, or spine. The term osteoporosis literally means porous bones, and it occurs. Let me move this. Now you see, this is the ordinary bones. This is a common bones, normal bones. And this is osteoporosis. So you can see that there are more holes, bigger holes, and more holes in your bones. So it means that your bones becomes porous. It occurs when the body loses too much bone mass, makes too little bone, or both. As a result, bones become fragile and can break more easily, even from minor falls or injuries. Osteoporosis affect people of all races, but women who are white or of Asian descent, especially older women who are past menopause, are at higher risks. So actually, if you're from Asia, and then or you're from Europe, a white, a Caucasian, then you have a high risk of osteoporosis. Uh, there often are no symptoms in the early stage of the bone loss, but once osteoporosis weakens your bones, you might have symptoms of fracture that include back pain caused by a broken or collapsed bone in the spine, or loss of height over time, or you have a stooped posture, or you have a bone that breaks much more easily than expected. Your bones are in constant state of renewal. New bones, new bones, let me put it smaller. Let me actually close it because you can see, I want you to see this. Your bones are in a constant state of remodeling or renewal. New bones is made and old bones is broken down. So when you're young, your body makes new bone faster than it breaks down. So old bones uh, break down your old bones and your bone mass increases. So this is how we grow taller. And after the early 20s, this process slows down, and most people reach their peak bone mass by age 30 to 35. As people age, bone mass is lost faster than is created. So how likely you're to develop osteoporosis depends partially on how much bone mass you build in your youth. So the peak bone mass is partly inherited and also varies by race. The higher your peak bone mass, the more bone you have in the bank, and the less likely you're to develop osteoporosis as you age. So let me put this way. You can consider your bone mass as a bank of your bones. So the more money you deposit in your bank when you're young, the longer you're going to live without the osteoporosis. But if you don't deposit enough money or you don't deposit enough bone mass when you're young, when you're at your 30s, very possibly at 40s or 50s, you start having osteoporosis. So, when we are young, we need to deposit more bone mass through what I'm going to tell you, through taking the calcium-rich product and also through exercise. A number of factors can increase the likelihood that you will develop osteoporosis. Risk factors include your age, race, lifestyle choices, and medical conditions and treatment. So some risk factors for osteoporosis are out of your control, including sex assigned at birth. So women are much more likely to develop osteoporosis than a man. Age. The older you get, the greater your risk of osteoporosis. Race. You are at greater risk of osteoporosis if you are white or of Asian descent. Family history. Having a parent or sibling with osteoporosis puts you at greater risk, especially if your mother or father fractured a hip. Body frame size. People who have small body frames tend to have a higher risk. This may be because they have less bone mass to draw from as they age. Hormone levels. Osteoporosis is more common in people who have too much or too little of certain hormones in their bodies. Examples include sex hormones. Lower sex hormones level tends to weaken bone. The fall in estrogen levels at menopause is one of the strongest risk factors for developing osteoporosis. Treatments for prostate cancer that reduce testosterone levels and treatment for breast cancer that reduce estrogen levels are likely to speed up bone loss. Thyroid hormones. Too much thyroid hormones can cause bone loss. This can occur if your thyroid makes too much hormone or if you take too much thyroid hormones medicine to treat a thyroid that doesn't make enough hormone. Hormones from other glands. Osteoporosis also has been associated with having too much of the hormones from the parathyroid and adrenal glands. Okay, dietary factors. Osteoporosis is more likely to occur in people who have low calcium intake. A lifelong lack of calcium plays a role in the development of osteoporosis. Low calcium intake contributes to lower bone density, early bone loss, and an increased risk of fractures. Eating disorders. Severely restricting food intake and being underweight weakens bone in all people. Gastrointestinal surgery. Surgery to reduce the size of your stomach or to remove part of the intestines, limit the amount of surface area available to absorb nutrients, including calcium. So these surgeries include those who help you lose weight and those that treat other gastrointestinal conditions. Steroid and other medicines, long-term use of corticosteroid medicines such as the prednisone and cortisone interferes with the bone rebuilding process. So these medicines are taken by mouth or shot. Osteoporosis also has been associated with medicines used to combat or prevent seizures, gastric influx, cancer, transplant rejections. A medical condition, the risk of osteoporosis is higher in people who have certain medical conditions, including celiac disease, inflammatory bowel disease, kidney or liver disease, cancer, multiple myeloma, rheumatoid arthritis. Lifestyle choices. Some habits can increase your risk of osteoporosis. Examples include sedentary lifestyle. People who spend a lot of time sitting having a higher risk of osteoporosis than do those who are more active. Weight-bearing exercise and activities that promote balance and good posture are good for your bones. Walking, running, jumping, dancing, and weightlifting seem particularly helpful. Excessive alcohol use. Regular consumption of more than 2 alcoholic drinks a day increases the risk of osteoporosis. Tobacco use. The exact role tobacco plays in osteoporosis isn't clear, but tobacco use has been shown to contribute to weak bones. Okay, now let's see the complications of osteo, osteoporosis. Bone breaks, particularly in the spine, or hip, are the most serious complications of the osteoporosis. Hip fractures often are caused by a fall. A hip fracture can result in disability and even an increased risk of death within the first year after the injury. In some cases, broken bones in the spine can occur even if you haven't fallen. The bones that make up the spine, called the vertebrae, can weaken to the point of collapsing. This can result in back pain, lost height, and a hunched posture. How to prevent the osteoporosis? Good nutrition, regular exercise, and a healthy lifestyle are essential to keep your bones healthy throughout your life. In early stages of bone loss, many people can manage their bone health with supplement, diet, and exercise. Steps you can take to help prevent bone loss include calcium. People between the age of 18 and 50 need 1,000 milligrams of calcium a day. This daily amount increases to 1,200 milligrams when women turn 50 and men turn 70. Good sources of calcium include low-fat dairy products, dark green leafy vegetables, canned salmon, or sardines with bones, soy products such as tofu, calcium-fortified cereals, and orange juice. If you find it hard to get enough calcium from your diet, consider taking calcium supplements, but too much calcium has been linked to kidney stones. Some experts suggest that too much calcium, especially in supplement, can increase the risk of heart disease. So research is ongoing, but you need to understand that how to take the calcium. This Food and Nutrition Board at the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine recommends that total calcium intake from supplement and diet combined should be no more than 2,000 milligrams daily for people older than 50. Also, vitamin D. Vitamin D improves the body's ability to absorb calcium and improves the bone health in other ways. People can get some of their vitamin D from sunlight, but this might not be a good source if you live in a high latitude. If you are housebound or if you regularly use sun cream, or avoid the sun because of the risk of skin cancer. Dietary sources of vitamin D include cod liver oil, trout, and salmon. Many types of milk and cereal have been fortified with vitamin D. Most people need at least 600 international units of vitamin D a day. That recommendation increases to 800 IU a day after age 70. People without other source of vitamin D, and especially those with limited sun exposure, might need a supplement. Most multivitamin products contain between 600 to 800 IU of vitamin D. Up to 4,000 IU of vitamin D a day is safe for most people. Each piece of greenwood calcium tablets or calcium capsule provides 225 milligrams of element calcium. 1 to 2 tablet or capsule together with the calcium in your diet. In the dairy products, green leafy vegetables, seafood, nuts, and seed can sustain the bone mass and prevent osteoporosis. The main ingredient of compound marrow powder comes from bovine marrow powder, which is rich in calcium and collagen, the inorganic and organic components of the bone. Supplementation of these two ingredients help the bone formation and prevent osteoporosis. Compound calcium nutrient powder. Compound powder nutrient powder for children and compound calcium nutrient powder with blood sugar support. These three products are calcium supplement for adults, people with elevated blood sugar level, and children, respectively. The main ingredients of the calcium series products include the Zymolic bone calcium powder, fish collagen peptides, sodium hyaluronate, vitamin A, C, D, K, and ferrous lactate. So during bone remodeling, osteoblasts or the bone forming cells produce collagen, which is then mineralized with calcium and phosphate to form new bone tissue. Collagen synthesis is the first step in bone formation and is essential for creating a strong, flexible bone matrix. Collagen provides the organic framework for bones, acting like a scaffolding that supports the mineralized components, mainly the calcium and phosphate, that give bones their hardness. So without collagen, bones would be brittle and lack the necessary flexibility to withstand stress and pressure. During bone remodeling, collagen forms the organic matrix of bone. Calcium, along with phosphate, then combine with this collagen framework to form the hydroxyapatite, a mineral compound that provides bones with their strength and rigidity. Vitamin D promotes the absorption of calcium in the small intestine. Without sufficient vitamin D, the body is unable to effectively absorb calcium from the diet, even if dietary calcium intake is adequate. Vitamin K2 plays a key role in directing calcium to the bone and teeth, where it is beneficial, and away from soft tissue such as arteries, kidneys, and other organs, where it could cause harm. Iron improves the bone density. Some studies suggest that iron deficiency can contribute to lower bone density or reduce the bone strength. This could be due to impaired bone remodeling process, including a reduction in the number or activity of osteoblasts and osteoclasts. As a result, bones may become weaker and more prone to fractures. A kidney tonifying capsule for men and for women. The kidney plays a crucial role in bone formation and overall bone health due to their involvement in severe key processes that regulate calcium, phosphate, and vitamin D metabolism. Number one, activation of vitamin D. The kidney are responsible for the final activation of vitamin D, which is essential for calcium absorption in the intestines. 2. regulation of calcium and phosphate balance. The kidney help maintain the balance of calcium and phosphate in the blood, which is essential for bone mineralization. Bone formation requires a proper balance of both minerals. Number three, secretion of parathyroid hormones. The kidney work with the parathyroid glands to regulate calcium levels through the secretion of parathyroid hormones. Except for the nutrients, we also need exercise because it can help you build strong bones and slow bone loss. Exercise can benefit your bones no matter when you start, but you gain the most benefits if you start exercising regularly when you're young and contribute to exercise throughout your life. Combine stress training exercise with weight bearing and balance exercises. Stress training helps strengthen muscles and bones in your arms and upper spine. Weight bearing exercises such as walking, running, stair climbing, skiing, and impact producing sports affect mainly the bones in your legs, hips, and lower spine. Balance exercise such as Tai Chi can reduce your risk of falling, especially as you get older. Also, healthy lifestyle can help reduce your risk of developing osteoporosis or breaking bones. Don't smoke. Smoking increases the rate of bones loss and the chance of fracture. Limit alcohol. Consuming more than 2 alcoholic drinks a day may decrease bone formation. Alcohol use also can increase your risk of falling. Prevent falls. Wear low-heeled shoes with non-slip soles. Check your house for electrical cords, area rugs, and slippery surfaces that might cause you to fall. Keep rooms brightly lit. Install grab bars just inside and outside your shower door, and make sure you can get into and out of your bed easily. Even when taking steps to prevent bone loss, some people continue to lose bone or having fractures. In these situations, treatments with medicines may become necessary. Even when medicines are used, diet, exercise, and lifestyle choices still play an important role in bone health. So that is all about osteoporosis. I think the most important is how to use the calcium products to deposit enough bone mass or bone peak in the 30s, between the 30s to 40 years, and also to prevent the osteoporosis when you're getting old. Especially, you understand that this is also lifestyle, problems. So, if you want to prevent osteoporosis, you got to start from young, from 30s. But it's never too late. You can take the calcium products. You can even take the compound marrow powder, the kidney care for women and for men to prevent the osteoporosis. Even you already have the osteoporosis, it's not late that you start taking the products. Um, okay. Uh, okay. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm going to share this files with you, but I'm not too sure I can do that because of the speed. Let me start sharing the three slide to you. You try whether you can get it or not. So if you cannot get it, I'm going to send it to Mr. Budiman, who's going to share with you in your WeChat group. So let me start sharing the biggest. Let me see. Okay. It seems that it goes. Now I'm sending the Greenwood company profile. It's the biggest one, so it will take quite some time. Let's see when you're going to get it. Anyway, when we are sharing the materials, do we have any questions about the osteoporosis, the gout, and even about the company? So you can raise your hand so we can talk. You can unmute yourself and we can talk while you're waiting for your file. Well, thank you for that. By the way, tomorrow is Saturday. We're going to have the NOPF training by Professor Zhang. So make sure that, if you are marketing this NOPF, you are there. And also, you can ask questions on behalf of your farmers. Yes, it does take a while for the file to go. So let's wait. I'm not going to close it until all the files are sent to you. You can still type your information message and your questions. And by the way, I have a good news to you, especially if you have, you know, downlines in French-speaking countries. So from the beginning of much because soon we're going to celebrate the traditional Chinese Spring Festival, which is going to last for until the end of this month. So from the beginning of March, we are going to start a French training on a weekly basis. Before we do this on a monthly basis, so every month you only have 1 hour training. But from the beginning of March, every week you're going to have 1 hour training. So if you have the French speaking downlines, you got to inform them. The marketing manager in Côte d'Ivoire branch, together with of lady Madame Stephanie, both of them are going to do the presentation, and I'll be there answering all the questions. So if you have downlines in West Africa, the French-speaking countries, you got to really inform them and invite them to the online training. We're still selecting the date, very possibly Wednesday every week. So I'm going to confirm this with Mr. Bruce Huang. So, and please pay attention to the posters in your WhatsApp group. Okay, almost the PPT of the company profile is going to be uploaded. So after that, you can download. After this, I'm going to send the other two PPTs for gout and osteoporosis. Any more questions? Okay, now let me get this tool for you. And let me get this. Okay, from my side, I see that the company profile, the PPT of the company profile is uploaded successfully. Now, the second one, the gout, is also uploaded successfully. Now, let me see the third one, the one for osteoporosis. Okay, now here comes the osteoporosis. Okay, it will also take a while. Now I'm not going to close this until you download it. So are you downloading the file? Please, you can key 111 to tell me that you're downloading the file. So I want to see that whether um, this way to send the files is workable. Are you downloading? Okay, good. Now I can see it. Okay, so Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again. Thank you for being with us. Tomorrow, don't forget to log into the same Zoom meeting to listen to Professor Zhang's presentation in NLPF, and also invite your people if they are promoting or marketing these wonderful products. Believe me, these products goes like a viral. You know, thank you once again. Enjoy your weekend. We see you next Friday. So I'm not going to close it for another 2 minutes until everybody downloads the file. So I don't know how to download. Okay. You click the file and it will be downloaded to your phone. Okay, so thank you very much for being with me. Next week, next Friday, I'm going to share two of the topics associated with network marketing. One is how to screen your new prospects, and the other one is how to build the high self-esteem in network marketing. So don't forget that, don't miss it, and invite more people for next Friday's Zoom meeting. Thank you very much. Ah, merci beaucoup. I learned quite a few French words. Uh, Bonsoir. Merci beaucoup. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm going to close it at sharp 3 o'clock. So enjoy your weekend, and we see you tomorrow, and we see you next Friday. So remember from March on, we are going to have more French speaking distributors and friends to be online. See you at that time. So I'm going to learn more French from you. Thank you. Bye.
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 Good night, Madam
Thank
Good
you.
Rainey.
night. Good night.
Please don't end the meeting fast. We haven't completed the download.
Okay, I'm going to leave it on. I'm going just to leave it on for, I just want to